Hi, Jason Knott with CEPro, and I am here with Dave Pedigo, Vice President of Emerging Technologies at CEDIA. Welcome, Dave.
Hi, Jason. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, there's a lot going on, I know, on the educational front from CEDIA standpoint. Why don't you bring us up to speed?
Sure. Well, as always, we've got a lot going on, starting with our CEDIA Business Exchange, which is in San Antonio, just over a month from today, March 1st through 3rd. In fact, one of the things that people don't know is that the CEDIA Technology Council is going to do about a two and a half hour luncheon talking about the future of the industry to kick off the Business Exchange. Besides that, we're in a planning mode for the show coming up in September. We always have about 120 or so sessions, and so a lot to figure out. We kind of leave some spots open for new technology, but lots going on, and we're also kind of planning out doing some things for new hire training. We've heard that from a lot of our members that new hire training is really difficult. And so we have a 10-course new hire training package online that's been actually really, really successful. And we want to continue to refine that and make it easier for our members to train new employees that they can kind of fit in during their downtime.
That's fantastic. So many of the guys out there tell CEPro how they could just get quality people that could really grow even more. So that's great to hear. Tell us what's going on with the educational boot camps.
Sure. So we've been doing boot camps for many years. In fact, when I first came on board for CEDIA, I had gone through, well, actually, before I got hired on CEDIA, I had taken a boot camp. We've been doing it for years, and we've got 3 different boot camps. We have a basic boot camp, which is going to be for somebody who is a complete newbie. I've actually had somebody who had never picked up a hammer before, all the way to somebody who might be like an airline pilot who is an enthusiast and wants to switch careers. All of our boot camps are 3 days. We kind of mix them about 50% hands-on, 50% lecture. Might be a little bit heavier hands-on to lecture, but it's roughly the equivalent. And so the 3 are a basic boot camp for newbie, home theater boot camp for somebody who understands how to terminate wire, pull wire, etc., but wants to hang a panel or put in a projector, put in speakers, calibrate, etc. And then we have a networking boot camp, which teaches you how to do more than just your basic setup. So we're actually getting into advanced topics like VLANs and quality of service.
Fantastic. You mentioned the planning that's going on for the show. And of course, the show was in the news recently as CEDIA sold the trade show element. What does that mean for the people watching this in regards to CEDIA education?
We did. Were you surprised? It's a big surprise for a lot of people. Here's what it does for us. It frees up an incredible amount of resources for us to do what we need to do. I mean, we've heard it's the number one thing as our members say is that we need a well-trained and qualified workforce. So it frees up some money for us financially, but then B, it takes some of our coworkers who are spending a ton of their time specifically on planning the show and reprioritizes that work so that we can do things that help our members prosper. So as an example, one of the things that you should see from us sometime soon is us starting to take our 3-day networking boot camp on the road. So we realize that it's kind of difficult to send somebody out to Indianapolis. So we will send hands-on the equipment to different places and teach 3 days. Our strategy, or at least internally, my strategy for education has been to make sure that it is relevant, accessible, and timely. And the accessibility part has been relatively difficult for people who enjoy face-to-face training. So we are going to take our networking boot camp on the road, and then we are exploring the possibilities of taking our basic boot camp as well. We're never going to compromise on the hands-on part. So that's why it'll take a little longer for us to get to it, but then also to take our boot camp on the road where people will still be able to cut drywall, pull cable, terminate cables, etc. So this year, absolutely look for networking boot camps on the road. And then maybe late 2017 or early 2018, we'll start doing the basic boot camps on the road.
Great. So, all right, for all this, just kind of wrap this up. For the boot camps, the business exchange, what's going on coming up at the show, education wise, where can somebody go to find out what they need to know from CEDIA standpoint?
Sure. I think there's two places that you should go to. In general, if you are looking for training, you want to know what kind of training is offered, whether it's online, webinars, or face-to-face, you can just go to www.cedia.net/CEDIA-training. And if you want to just know a schedule of events, that's very simple. So if you're looking for business exchange, etc., if you just go to cedia.net/events, you can find all that information there.
All right. Dave Pedigo, Vice President of Emerging Technologies at CEDIA, thanks for spending some time with CEPro today.